Hey everybody, Ben here from the Bonehead podcast, and we've got an unbox and build for you today. We got some posts from Winzor Chog, and we're going to be looking at their Wood Elf Dryad, which for all intents and purposes could be used for Willow Rosebark. So let's open it up and have a look. Okay, fantastic. So we end up with one base, 32mm, slightly smaller than the Games Workshop ones. No slotter. So what I try to do normally is just swap it over with the Blood Bowl one, just so everything's the same size. Okay, let's have a look at the pieces. So full disclosure, I have washed and taken the flash off these already, just for the purposes of the video. There wasn't much flash on them at all, which is lovely. So as you can see, this model comes in 5 pieces. You get one body piece, one head piece, and you get one left arm, which is this piece here, which is branchy and dryad-like, and you get a choice of 2 arms for the right-hand side, one of which has a football, and one of which does not. So while we've got the miniature, before we build it together, let's have a look at some of the detail. So you can see, look at that, you can see the swirls, you can see the grain of the wood. The casting is exactly what you would expect from Winzor Chog at this point. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer without losing focus. Yeah, you can see you've got the swirls everywhere as well. So when you paint this model up, you can actually put some recess lighting in there, so maybe some nyallac oxide or something, just to give it a bit of a glow. So you've got cool vines to form the body. Really impressive sculpting. And let's look at the head here now as well. So you can see there are a few tiny bits of detail there that need to be scraped away, but let's see if we can get a nice close-up of the detail of the face. You've got roses in the hairs, you've got detailed horns, again more roses in the hair, so it goes for the very dryad nature aspect. The face is brilliantly sculpted, so there's going to be a lot of detail. This model is going to paint up quite easily, I think. And as we mentioned, you get 2 different arms for the right hand side. So you get the one with the football and the one without. So let's build the model. So now it's built, we can have a look at some of the detail there. So like we said before, you've got the swirls on the thighs, you've got the roses in the hairs, you've got detail on the thorn. There's a couple of gaps to fill if you want, but the advantage of it being a dryad is that wood has cracks and creases, so actually that'll probably blend in when it paints. You can see the swipes on the thighs. Gonna get some nice glow effects in there. So let's do a size comparison between these 2 models. So we've got Willow here, and we've got a Wood Elf thrower here. So move these up a bit so you can see it a bit better. The thrower is in a throwing pose, whereas Willow is walking. She's slightly smaller than I would have imagined compared to Wood Elves, especially if you're going to be using her as a strength 4 player. However, that doesn't necessarily mean anything at all. And height wise, she's got a little bit on the thrower, especially with the horns, more bulk as well. So I think this will work just fine as Willow Rosebark. And there we have it, another really lovely miniature from Winzor Chog. Really impressed. For £8, the sculpting and the casting is just as good as Forge World. And if you are after a miniature to represent Willow, or just any kind of mobile star player, you couldn't do any better than picking this up, honestly. Great painting project for a great price. If you want to know more about Willow Rosebark in Blood Bowl 2020, please check out the link somewhere for our star player spotlight for her. So if you want to know who she can be used with and how she plays in the new edition of Blood Bowl, give it a click and give it a watch. In the meantime, let me know in the comments below what you think of this miniature, and if you had any good experiences with Winzor Chog miniatures. Otherwise, we will be back soon with another unbox and build. Thanks for joining me.